What is up, all you cool cobras? How the fuck are you all doing? I'm doing fantastic. I don't know about you. But I'm in the midst of doing something most excellent. Now, because I made the album on SoundCloud free, I thought about making some kick-ass Teespring merch to go with said album. So what I want to do is, right now I have the King Cobra merch shirts still available because these things are awesome. But I want to copy that design so I can use the back of it. So duplicate, because the back of it has my elemental symbol on the back of it with a cobra wrapped around it wearing a crown. I mean, that's fucking sick shit. Now, how well will band merch t-shirts sell? There's only one way to find out. So the front is going to have the album cover for the new album, and then the back will have not too shabby. I suppose because we can make it, it looks like that actually looks really good. It gives us a little bit of room underneath the album cover to do some cool designs or whatever. But the back of it, yes. Let's add some lettering to the back of it. If you're just tuning into Facebook Live, I want to create a band t-shirt on Teespring for the new album. I figured why not, seems how I offer the album for free. And a lot of people who are listening to it are really getting into it. So that's cool. Now the back of the shirt's gonna have the same design as the King Cobra merch shirt. It's got the cobra wrapped around the symbol that looks sick as fuck. I'm gonna place different letters on either side of the symbol, so it says King Cobra on the back. And then the front's gonna have the album cover and maybe like two guitars crisscrossing like that, you know what I'm saying, or some shit like that. I'm gonna try my best to make a badass band merch shirt for the new album. And I kind of figured, why not? And of course, the mouse is wanting to fucking come off with the battery cover. So I'm gonna turn that mouse off for a second. Give it a nice squeeze. Turn it back on. It's a wireless mouse, so it beats not having to use a cord. Like half this shirt's practically done. If I use a basic template from the King Cobra merch shirt, I could make the back of it. Damn near. A cobra is a longer word, so that's probably gonna have to be a little bit smaller. Oh, what if we made the font this color and then filled it in with this? Oh, the other way around. Maybe a different font than that one. Yeah, let's see what we can do here for a cool little band t-shirt for the new album. Looks like an X, not a capital K. Okay, now let's choose something different. Let's see. That slapping an album cover on the front of the shirt and something on the back, I mean, yeah, easy enough, but making something that actually looks cool. There's the trick, laddie gems. That looks cool. Scooch it right there. And then why not make a Cobra Craft 1 logo shirt while we're at it too? Because that's fresh merchandise. I don't go heavy on it like all the time, but why not? It gets to a point where you start getting ideas for good shit. When you start getting good ideas for good merchandise, might as well roll with it. Actually, I don't think they're all lowercase. That's a lot of clicking and it's a bit time consuming, but it can't be done. And I may end up not liking the font I use and picking a different one. So it's not exactly the most entertaining watching me create band merch on Teespring, but I suppose there's a certain appeal to it. I like that font. That'll work for the back. one in the back here. I'll just squeeze it in right there. If we don't put pot leaves on it, it'll sell better. That's just fact. Nothing wrong with supporting cannabis, but you might get stopped or harassed for wearing shit with it on your clothing. Oh, so why do you have a pot leaf on your shirt? Why the hell do you care? You got nothing better to do than harass somebody for wearing clothing, which is perfectly legal. I might better make this shit fit. To be like right there. See the tail goes right there. So I can go a little longer. So I'm seeing what the Cobra wraps around, and I don't want any of the letters to get in the way of the Cobra wrapping around, so it looks nicer. So it's a lot of articulate placing, and it's a little bit tedious, but that's the details. I'm gonna make the difference. You have to make those letters crunch together a little bit. COBR, and put like the A kind of like right there. Yeah, that'll do nicely. Shit, wrong button. I got some stretch that A out. Yeah. That's looking sick on the back. There we go. That's cool looking. Actually, that works out very nicely. The font matches the symbol a little bit. There we go. Okay. The front features the album cover, but why not add some guitars to at the front? I find an outline of one that looks like mine. That one. Let's make that a lot smaller. I'll make another one just like it. There we go. Same size. Kind of rotate it so it, yeah. Actually, let's do a different looking guitar next to it. Yeah, that one is the Whammy bar. That's the one I'm looking for. Instead of trying to crisscross them, I just do this. Okay, that looks cool. Gotta find a way to put Trails of the Abyss on here somehow. Because maybe you won't be able to like read the album cover properly. Like stick it somewhere between the guitars here. That'll look cool. Burning some midnight oil. Enjoying some fine pipe tobacco. Creating some Teespring merch. Although I didn't use the spellcaster to record the album. This was when I was customizing it. Look, it'll make more room on the bottom of the album cover anyways. They'd be like the best place to put it. But I found this. You don't want to lose this now. Alright, so let's see. I need some Brothers of Metal font for that. That's pretty sick looking. Right about there's perfect. I might make the guitar a little bit. There we go. There we go. There we go. That would make an awesome band t-shirt. Sell that item. It pretty much copies all of the see what the mug would look like. Oh, dude. Drools. This is some sick looking fan merch, yo. Yeah, this band t-shirt looks legit. Nicely spaced out. Next. I call it the TRAILS of the Trails of the Abyss band T. Makes it easy to find. Or Trails of the Abyss music tee. There we go. It sounds better. Music merch. Let's call it music merch because there's more than one thing. You can get this in a coffee mug too. MERCH. Description. Music. MERCH. Supporting music merch supporting King Cobra's new album, Trails of the Abyss. Short, sweet, to the point on the description. Okay. Give it 22 days on the campaign. I could make it like every 3 days it prints. Cause I've been through Teespring before, so maybe like let's make it 22 days. I copy the title campaign. And what? Edit the largest number of stashes and underscores only. There's no uppercase or lowercase. Teespring.com/. That's not. Of the incorporate. There we go. URL looks perfect. That's what I like to hear. That's the sick looking band t-shirt. Launch that shit. Error with your image. Oh boy. Okay, which one is it? Is it this one? That one. Okay, everything looks like it's in the lines. Oh, it's that one. There we go. I had to make some adjustments to it. Let's try this again. Come on, band merch. Okay, it doesn't tell you which image it is. Make adjustments. It's probably more than likely this. It's going to be the album cover. There we go. That looks better. Let's see. Let's try that again. Sometimes you just gotta power through it and make adjustments because the result of this could be pretty sweet. You'll be able to buy Teespring merch featuring the new albums, album cover, you know. Error with your image. And that's the kicker of it. It doesn't say which image. Create. 'Cause, 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 'cause And Teespring's rather sensitive, I guess, with these things. It's got to be just right, otherwise they're not going to be able to print it. That doesn't make any damn sense. It's kind of frustrating, but what are you going to do? You know, all I can do is try to, deep breath. We can still make a badass fan merch here. You just gotta figure out which image is giving a shit. Maybe just do the symbol and then that on the back simplifies that. So I don't quite understand. Oh, it's probably the guitar. Okay, I see what it is. The guitar is too big to adjust the guitar graphic. You know, you sit here and you analyze, okay, so what's the deal here? What's going on, you know? Figure out a solution. Which means I could probably make this a little bit bigger. Okay, there we go. That symbol wouldn't be the same without the Cobra attached to it, so let's see. Maybe throw a Cobra design on here on the back. Something that I didn't do for the wraparound design for this shirt, but something for this one. Let's see. How's that work? Oh, we could just do the same design that we did on the other one. Make it so that it just fits right there like that. You can barely tell what that is. I guess try a different one then. Let's see. That one would be good. Especially with it going to the center like that, that looks good. A little crown on top of that. So sometimes when a problem goes awry, you find a different way to do things. This is actually going to be a really cool looking band merch t-shirt. If it cooperates this time. And we can make that a little bit wider. That looks cool. And yeah. We can drag it up here and make that a little bit longer. Make sure it attaches. It looks better with the all black shape right there. That actually looks really cool. Okay. Oh, detail like that. That actually looks really cool. Okay, let's try this again. Error with your image. Doggone it. It doesn't even tell you which freaking... That's the kicker of it, is it doesn't even tell you which image needs to be adjusted. That's the only thing. If Teespring can make it to where that it told you what image needed to be adjusted, it'd make this process go a lot smoother. As far as I can tell, none of the letters are too big or too small. Maybe, I know it's going to be the album cover. Just upload it the size that it makes it. Drag this up a bit, drag that up a bit. And it still looks good. I mean, if that doesn't fix it, then I don't know what will. Because it's not showing up that anything else is misaligned. Error with your image. That's the kind of shit. That tries one's patience, but you make adjustments. It doesn't say where they. And when I go to the creating station, it doesn't. It's not even telling me which ones doing this nonsense. None of the lettering on the back. Okay. It's just so when they go to print it, you know, it's not. It's the way they print stuff. That's the only reason they're It doesn't. Interesting. I don't quite understand why it's giving me so much shite. And this would be a cool picture if it just cooperates. I don't know why. I don't know what. Is it this one? Because that's. And it's not letting me create this t-shirt design, and it's not exactly the if you don't got patience, man, this is definitely not something you want to do. Come on. It doesn't want to create. I'll have to create a band merch shirt later because it's not wanting to cooperate, and So why not just do a shirt with my symbol in the back and the company logo on the front? Short, sweet, to the point. Don't put like guitars or music notes on it. Just the company logo and the symbol on the back. Company logo on the front, symbol on the back. Instead of getting all worked up because it's not letting me create band merchandise. Take the sweet logo here and stick it right there. And art, upload your own. Cobra Craft handmade ones in the front. Got like a little bit of split. There we go. And then the back is the symbol. That looks, that's clean to the point. Sell this. Hold on a second. No. That's got my symbol on it. The front can have the album cover. If it does that, I mean, that'd be cool, but I don't know if it is. No. I started something. Let's finish it through. The back of the shirt can have the symbol. Let's put something right here with the front. Like a cobra right underneath the album cover. That's simple enough. It's not overdone. was going to sit here and recreate the same design basically, but not as overdone, I guess. Same general concept of it, and it just, I don't know. Put like the album title on the back or some shit, I don't know. It's very easy to give up when life gets frustrating. Nope, Siri, go away. I don't need your shit. I hate when she does that. I'm trying to make a video for Facebook and Siri thinks I'm talking to her like, is this bitch on drugs? Why isn't she sharing? Haha, just kidding. Was it doing the Brothers of Metal font for that? Honestly, yeah, I was with that one. That's more the style of the cover, honestly. It fits the. League Gothic. It's nice plain font, not too overdone. Yeah. It looks cool the way it is. Without the thing on the back, just the symbol. Why won't you just sell for me? Come on. Band merch, t-shirts. Yeah, buddy. Come on. Do it. Yeah, do it. Error with your image. Ain't that about a bunch of bullshit? Okay, I adjusted the album cover so it would fit more on the shirt. I don't understand why it's being so difficult. It looks like you need to scale your image down so that it's over 120 dpi minimum or expand to higher resolution. The DPI level, that's what's wrong with it. It's probably the DPI level. Hold on a second. Adjust the size. Adjusted the size of it. Editing program, maybe that'll be the ticket it needs. Error with your image, sucker. I can't deal with this yikes right now, Pronix. Okay, yeah, no. I should probably quit doing Teespring anyways. I haven't sold any King Cobra merch shirts in a while. Oh, well, that's... What kind of amp for my guitar do I have? It's a Fender Mustang amp with built-in effects. No extra pedals and extra chords, just the bare basics for, you know. Well, that was frustrating to say the least, but I wasn't going to sit there and keep messing with it. This bracelet's cool, but holy shit is that tight. Put it down here and it's like suffocates my wrist. Maybe it's... I could try it on this one. I'm thinking it might be too small for my wrist, actually. So if I scooch it up here, it scooches down here, and then it's like, or I can keep it just in case I get a goth girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? Like, this Cradle of Filth bracelet fits just fine. It's alright. Usually when Teespring's being difficult like that, I don't fuck with it after a minute just because I'm not going to sit here and get agitated at it, and at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and fuck with it if it's going to be a pain in the ass burgers. So fuck it. Just gonna go ahead and cook myself up something to munch on and not stress it. This is a pretty cool shirt, don't get me wrong, but oof. Oh, cool shirt, but don't get me wrong, it needs to be changed. I don't know what this is. There we go. This is a shirt a fan had made and sent to me. That's a cool looking shirt. Instead of hello darkness, my old friend, it's hello dankness, my old friend. I've come to eat with you again, because my hunger's softly creeping made my stomach growl, so it may seem. That was a horrible reference, but I went for it. I mean, this shirt's good for a couple of days now. I took one smell of my King Cobra merch shirt, and I'm like, hoo-wee. That needs to be washed. And my pants are clean, but I wear that shirt all the time because it's one of my new favorite shirts. Ergo, it needs to be washed. Not wearing socks, not wearing underwear. I took 2 burger patties, one a little bit of Tony's and Head County seasoning combo, another patty down, the same seasoning down on the top patty on both patties on one side. Then crack 2 eggs on top of the patty. Put the same combination of seasoning on top and cook it for 6 minutes and 66 seconds. Oh, cooks it all the way through and get this hamburger and egg dish. That's pretty freaking good. You see, it's got the pot leaf behind the cobra right there, and then you see the cobra itself and the pentagram right there. And it's a medium, just like the King Cobra merch shirt. The reason I can tell is because this shit hugs my biceps nicely. I guess the idea of creating more fan merch sounded good until I tried doing it. And well, I'm not going to delete my Teespring account just because the King Cobra fan merch shirt kicks ass. However, maybe when the album's been live for a couple more weeks or so, that would be a more appropriate time to create merch. Oh yeah, now we in business. Now here's the thing about making this dish that I've noticed. Whenever I crack an egg and just let it plop onto the burger, it slides off the burger and then it gets all over the side of the bowl. So to make this just right, I've had to take the egg, crack it, hold the shell very close to the patty, and then dump the yolk onto the patty. And if it doesn't stay on the patty, I'll take my hands and spread it onto the patty so it does what this did right here, which was it kept the majority of the egg off the side of the bowl and onto the patties like it was supposed to do. That's exactly what I was going for. I mean, you've seen me eat this recipe before on Facebook Live. This is nothing new, but perfecting it. Smells good. Yeah. What kind of seasoning did I use on this? Hold on a second. Really the best combination of seasoning ever. Tony's and Head County original championship seasoning. So, small combination of these two right here. And you're on your way to Flavor Town. 20 quick push-ups. Then I'll get the blood flowing nicely. Oh yeah. That looks pretty good. Looks like the egg stuck to the top. I'll let that cool off a bit before I eat it. Here's the thing though, Facebook. If you know you're not in a position to date, then don't force that upon yourself. If you need to improve upon yourself, you know what I'm saying, that sort of thing, then do those things first. Oh, not a whole lot. My King Cobra merch shirt was getting pretty stinky, so I had to change it. I just busted out 20 push-ups. Right quick. And I made myself a delicious little snack that's high in protein. I took a burger patty, seasoning on top of that patty, another patty, repeats, 2 eggs, same seasoning combination. Yeah. I used Head County Original Championship seasoning and a little bit of Tony's. It's a beautiful combination of seasonings. It's delicious shit. You can't go wrong with that. And I noticed that when I cracked the egg for this recipe, I just plop it in there and cook it, you know. The yolk will get stuck to the side of the bowl. So you take the egg, crack it on the bowl, and then crack the yolk as close as you can to the patty. Then take that yolk and spread it all over the top patty. And I did that with those 2 eggs. And then making this messy ass dish has now become a little bit less messy. It's a time-consuming process and the extra step it takes to make it, but so far this is the best version of this recipe that I've made so far. It's just, that looks just delicious as fuck. Oh yeah. I cooked it for 6 minutes and 66 seconds. Not a whole lot, busting out some push-ups, eating some protein, you know. I'm getting my drill charged up. So tomorrow, even though it is the weekend, I'm not going to work on like drilling a wand with the crystal hole this late at night. It's, yeah. I could lay somebody out with these guns. Yeah, buddy. I like my burgers a bit on the rare side. But if you're putting egg on top of a burger, it's got to be cooked all the way through on both ends. And 6 minutes and 66 seconds is the perfect cooking time for this little dish. It cooked the patties evenly all the way through, and then it cooked the egg right on top of it. Yeah. I was a bit frustrated with Teespring earlier. I was trying to create a band merch t-shirt for my new album, but I might just wait until the album's been out for a little bit before I do that. Let the momentum for it build, you know. So I gave up trying to fuck with Teespring, and I was just like, you know what, no. My King Cobra merch shirt was a little bit dirty, so I'm like, time to change that. Swap it out for this other muscle shirt that I have that a fan sent recently. Yeah. A little bit of pink in the middle makes for a damn good burger. It's just, ooh. I mean, if you like your burger burnt, you're weird in my book, but I ain't gonna judge you for it. Music is like food. Everyone has their own taste in it. There's so much goddamn truth to that saying, it's not even funny. But literally, I stab into it with the fork and then pull it out. You got this puddle of grease just floating to the top of it. Oh. The bowl's cool enough I can... Ooh, the bottom's not quite. But the bowl's cool enough I can hold it like this. Like, watch when I poke in there. Just like... Succulent. And you see how the egg's just stuck to the patty now. It's not all over the side of the bowl. Which should make cleanup after this snack much, much easier. Snack meal, whatever the fuck you want to call it. So instead of letting Teespring irritate the piss out of me, I'm like, well, you know what? Why not do like 20 push-ups, eat something that's high in protein, and get over it? If Teespring wants to be stupid, that's Teespring's problem, not mine. Trying to cut a piece of this up here. I'm supposed to be working on my goddamn temper. That's probably the best way to do it. Just take my anger out on my biceps and do push-ups and sit-ups and that sort of thing. Like, next thing you know, I'm like super toned and just ripped to shit. And it's like, okay, he must be really angry because he's been doing a lot of push-ups and sit-ups. And just get so unbelievably jacked up that nobody in their right mind would fuck with you because they'd be like, he could probably break my nose in one hit. I'm good on that. Looking like he's got that autistic retard strength thing going. Yeah. I have perfected something here. Yeah, that stank as shit. Not trying to toot my own damn horn, but see how that yolk just cooked right around the patty? Succulent, juicy, packed with flavor. Eggs and hamburger, it's a good source of protein. Just a little bit of grease to give it some soul. Now, if you're going to get a burger, you want something that's more lean and less fat. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to me, if you're going to make a decent burger, something that's more lean and less fat tastes better, in my opinion. It's also a lot healthier for you. You're relying more on the flavoring of your seasonings and the flavoring of your beef to set that burger off. You're not relying on how disgustingly fattening is it, you know what I'm saying? Which a little bit of fattening in your burger is all right. It gives it some flavor, but burger patties that are high in fat are just, they don't taste as good. And maybe you may have a different opinion on that. That's fine. But I don't care how loud your dog barks. I bark louder than the biggest dog on the block. These haters don't like my rap, so they can suck my. Wait a minute, why you hating on rock? It's decent music. It's just like my raps are sick, quick, and slick. I mean, I at least understand one thing, Facebook. In today's modern society, if you have a boyfriend or girlfriend, don't just randomly spring a selfie up. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with the couple selfie. People do that kind of thing all the fucking time. But like, at least give your significant other a heads up and like communicate, hey, do you want to take a selfie for Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, blah, 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 whatever. You know, randomly popping selfies up on someone like that and then hogging the camera more than she does. That's a great way to piss off your girlfriend. You're just going to randomly pop a selfie without even asking and then hog most of the camera. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, Facebook. And you think to yourself, there's no way that a guy can be that stupid. Like, you think you'd have enough common sense to go, wow, maybe right now my girlfriend doesn't want the camera shoved in her face. And maybe but you would be oh so freaking surprised. Yes, you would. I mean, it is what it is, but I mean, I'm pretty big into social media, despite having autism and being socially awkward. It's a contradiction, I know, but even I know that, I'm not going to just throw my girlfriend into the YouTube light unless she wants to be a part of it and warn her ahead of time that, oh yeah, by the way, people are going to make fun of you for dating me. So if that's something you can't handle, then I'm not going to just, force you to be in my YouTube, but it's a thing I do, and I have a pretty big following, so. Talk about getting your just desserts. That was a cake joke, you two. Where's your sense of humor? That was a pretty sweet joke. That pun was just, mm-mm. The cakes are good, but the puns just, oof. The puns are like horrible, just horrible. I know it's weird because when people see a goth who has a sense of humor, it fucks with them just a little bit because they're not used to it. I'm like, nope. Nope. I'm not gonna let Teespring piss me off. Nope. Technology can never be simple. There's always going to be a glitch or a hang-up of some sort. Whoa, sweet Lucifer, that was close. Yikes, man. I almost spilled that cake, too. That was close. I caught that like a ninja. I went to go cut off another little bite of it, and then, lo and behold, I see you do this number. Nope. I hate the fact that I'm clumsy, but I can't help it half the time, so, or most of the time. No one can help being clumsy. It's just, unfortunately, it's fucking human nature, right? Yeah. But being an egotistical perfectionist who's also the world's biggest klutz, that's a wonderful combination. That's a wonderful combination. Because half the time society expects us to be perfect and we're not. It's like, well, shit. Society loves to guilt trip people about being single, but I'm just like, society's a dumbass. And when you're single, you can stuff your face with cake and greasy meat and not have your girlfriend looking at you like, oh, baby, that doesn't look very healthy. Like, I don't give a fuck if it's healthy or not. That's a dank-ass combination of food right there. You want to talk about unhealthy? You want to talk about unhealthy? Just your wife. That's gonna get me in trouble. You want to talk about unhealthy? Oh, give me a second. Let me fill my water here. Trying to be in a relationship with somebody you're not happy with, that's unhealthy. If you sit there and say, well, I'd change this and this about them, fuck that. If you can't accept them for who they are, then they're not worth your fucking time. And despite being a tobacco smoker and eating like crap, I look good, man. It's a contradiction, I know. Like fucking Starburst, juicy yet solid like a liquid. So later on today, we're working on some wands and making a GTA 5 video for YouTube. Might do another Tower of Terror deathmatch video, we'll see. I was gonna do that today, but well, I got sidetracked as I normally do. Primarily with it being the weekend, and I'm just like oversleeping just a bit, but yeah. It just seems like time never seems to stop, does it? Even if people pass away, it never stops moving. Even when the universe is about to implode upon itself, and that mere amount of energy when every star is just given up, burnt out its last, you know. And that massive implosion breeds destruction, but with that destruction breeds creativity, because the energy from that explosion will be enough to recreate the universe. All the energy that's left over from the universe before it is used to create a new universe, so to speak. And it would explain the Big Bang Theory if the gases from Mother Earth exploding after the sun's been out for a couple hundred years or so, and the technology that humans have built to survive off the land without sunlight for as long as possible, and then eventually the explosion happens, and then it's the same principle, the destruction of Mother Earth being beyond ridiculously old at that point, like being so old that the last humans died off, technology has exceeded its limit, and the sun's been gone for several years, that sort of shit. I mean, I'll be long dead before that even happens. Like, I'll have been dead for hundreds of years. And the only thing I can contribute to society is my music and really my insight on certain things. And if people like it, they like it. If they don't, But people theorize that the universe was created with a Big Bang. I wonder if the explosion of Mother Earth from exhaustion happens and recreates so many times that in the span of it happening, it causes the universe to implode upon itself. And then it's the same process, but on much bigger and smaller scales. Whereas a disease will lead to destruction of your body and your health, the cure of that disease leads to the destruction of that disease and the creation of your health being better and that sort of thing. Destruction versus creation, the yin and the yang, it's very much the balance of life itself, if you really think about it. There's a polar opposite to just about everything. Fire and water, that sort of thing. So sometimes if things are pissing you off, you just take a break from them until, it's much better than letting Teespring get you worked up when it's not cooperating. there are certainly healthier places to channel your anger. In a YouTube video or Facebook Live video, or, push-ups and what have you. No, that pine tobacco definitely smells good.